if you're going to make a loser bracket run, this is the way to do it. LG, of course, is the next in line. Let's kick it off. Hardpoint London Dogs.
On board with Zuma, of course, a player we've given a ton of praise through so far here at playoffs. Definitely a catalyst for FaZe Clan. He's going to kick things off with a nice pick on JCap, make that a double. John falls as well, looking for the triple. Octane falls, and already Zuma working towards some streaks.
Yeah, and I love this. He's not slowing down. Getting an aggressive. He does fall, but John will go with him as Replays controls the lower dock side, this water side so well. He's going to finally go down here, but the score not really anything crazy as it stands now. FaZe, of course, picking up a few more of the kills, if you like, but with 22 seconds left on the statue, be interesting to see how FaZe go about maybe getting behind that mainstream.
Yeah, that's going to be the key, right? They spawn kind of lower dock side. They have to push through, preferably through fire, but LG, they're not going to allow that to happen. So essentially, it comes down to Zuma winning this big 1v1, which he may actually not even see to his left-hand side. Ultimately drops Priest is left in an LG sandwich. Really nowhere to go. He's going to fall. So LG with the early control here of mainstream.
Okay, well, FaZe have a crack at it early on, and two do fall. So LG are going to have full control of this, and actually they're working towards streaks. They now have been demolished. The Slack and John streak will be taken out of the equation, and FaZe are bullying their way through here, pushing through mid-gate. The problem with this is you've really got to completely take out the other team to kind of flip those spawns. You see LG spawning down by the water. Attach, though, getting a couple of kills, getting a couple of points back.
The one thing I was going to mention is Attach only had one kill, and you saw how close to streaks he was, 425. Just doing a good job of juggling that hill, really trying to give FaZe a good advantage. Ultimately does fall, so doesn't get the streaks that you would love to see him. But Slack for LG, looking to do miraculous things, only finds the double, and the final 15 seconds should be good for FaZe Clan.
Certainly should. Zuma, 15, 16 interactions, and we've, of course, know what he can do. Going down to the docks here is interesting, because kind of looking at LG and Optic, it was so back and forth down here. This is where Luminosity almost, well, did lose that series, but we'll see if FaZe can break on in. Priester, almost the impossible job of a 1v3. We'll take down one. Cap answers back for now. 20-point lead here for FaZe Clan, but Luminosity in full control. Attach finds two. Replays and Zuma are going to put the other two to bed. And look at the spawn here. All four players for Luminosity. They're going to spawn useless.
And more importantly, Attach now with a fighter pilot. He's an assist away from getting the glide bomb. Teammate calls out. Yep, the crane side instantly readjust. Assault rifle in hand. Could actually maybe just try and play a little slow there, secure the streaks, and instead decides to push into the hill, ultimately drops. So a couple of breaks from both of our two teams here on Dock Warehouse. But again, that fighter pilot for Attach could be massive. And I mean massive when we go into maybe our second rotation of hills.
Again, FaZe are contesting here. They keep getting into the lower dock side. And this is interesting. Attach going for a bit of a flanking. Now he's got that fighter pilot. Won't be invested yet, but he's actually going to close on in these final 7 seconds. Not necessarily the important part, but getting that kill just means Slack will spawn the complete opposite side of the map.
And the reason behind that is Replays, controlling that blue truck right at the back. You see him just dictating the spawn so well. And because of that, LG, they're going to be spawning so far out, Phil.
Octane with another bayonet kill as well. We've seen his reactions on that. But credit to FaZe Clan here. The positioning is key, and again, his a big credit to Replays. You've got to think, where is the hard point right now? Barrel building. Replays is pushing all the way down waterside. He's already thinking about that next crane hill. And he's going to spawn amongst his teammates. LG pushing on through. John's just going to walk straight past him. Octane cleans that up with a 2-piece now. But again, reminder, 60-point lead for FaZe Clan here as they're all wiped out with 23 seconds left.
And that's kind of disappointing to see from FaZe because they get a full 30 seconds with basically forcing LG to spawn over towards useless. The first push from LG actually breaks the hill. And you can kind of see there Zuma thinking about, all right, let me go for a contest. Let me not kind of give LG a free 30 seconds back, if you will. So LG, they make the best of a very, very bad situation. And more importantly, Octane, he's going to find some streaks as well and instantly decide to use the fighter pilot.
Yeah, so the kill pushes Attach to the complete opposite side of the map. He's now pushing in streaks, so he's trying to completely flip the spawns here. Only going to connect with one, luckily for FaZe, though. Attach and company do pick up a couple of kills, but LG, they get the scrap time, they get the crane, and now fighter pilot coming in. This is going to be Attach. Finds one. Can he do one better? He will. He'll find the second as Replays finds number 3. And Priester with the SMG presence. He could find a double here. No, just a single.
Yeah, sadly, he just runs out of ammo. And essentially the key gunfight throughout all of that was John winning a big fight over towards Fireside. And it's something where you can see the consistent fight, the consistent pressure coming through from both teams. Recognize the importance of fire, of course, when we go down to that dock crane hardpoint. Replays doing a good job, finds one. But again, there'll be more players from LG Fireside. And a final 15 seconds, currently no one on it. it, but realistically, should go over to LG.
And again, replays last time we saw him obviously play this map. He was phenomenal. He's actually having another great map.
He's been solid all event.
You know, a large part of the reason why FaZe are in the lead right now. It's all about position. Sometimes a great kill onto Slack as Octane does battle back. Ben, we're resetting it here. We're going back to the statue. FaZe, they're going to get that 100-point mark. However, glide bomb unsuccessful.
Yeah, didn't really connect with much there. You probably would have liked to see him save it for Main Street just in case. But instead, you can see the spawns coming through. It's going to be a barrel spawn there for FaZe. LG getting the useless spawn for now. One player for FaZe, which is actually going to be replays. Just trying to be a nuisance in fire. Draw some resources there. His teammates should be good to pick up some time as replays with the assistance there. He finds another one. Big win against John. That opens up, of course, that fireside back bust if they want to try and force it. But unfortunately, one shot there. Can't push it himself.
115 plays 80. LG, of course, coming off a loss. One thing you do not want to do is lose map number 1 in a series like this. Again, we talk momentum. FaZe have it all right now. Win after win after win here in the loser bracket. And you're starting to look towards that Main Street, attaching a big 1v1 here. This is a very crucial position for JCap here. Positioning is key, and he's actually maybe got one over on Attach. If Attach doesn't check this right-hand corner, maybe in trouble, but he does check it. Not going to matter, though, as Cap will find the kill. John securing the points right now. This is where LG can not only get back into the game, they can take the lead here.
Yeah, they really can. They have a perfect setup, essentially forcing FaZe to go on a wide flank, but then you have Octane in the hill, beaming, recognizing, all right, the spawns may have changed, let me readjust, but luckily for FaZe, could be in a position to maybe go for a pinch. Big win from replays. That opens up that pinch. He actually finds a double. Cap falls as well, and Octane's going to be in some trouble. He falls. Everyone dropping like dominoes. Attach a double mid-map, and just like that, FaZe take full control.
Yeah, and again, replays, he finds a triple. He's 22 and 15 right now. He's doing wonders for his squad. That's going to be number 4 on the board. If he does get streaks, this could be really bad news for LG.
Play for the 100.
Absolutely, Ben. Couldn't have thought better myself. 8 seconds to go, and Priester, he's lighting up on the kill feed. Another double for him. Replay's actually going to be in trouble. He just needs to find 1 kill and then collect this 100. Finds the first, but he won't. That's a tough situation. He is under pressure. He could have maybe backed down, but he doesn't want to give that map control away.
Yeah, you realize the importance of not playing scared. Yes, you are playing for your streaks, but you still need to have a little bit of pressure on the map. But the streaks would have been massive for FaZe Clan. Priester is going to walk straight into the hill. Teammate gives him a little bit of assistance here, and FaZe look good to try and lock down this dock warehouse. 37 seconds left on it. Current score, 140 to 119 of LG, but it's John once again going on one of his magical flanks.
And Priester, he might be 16 and 21, but I've seen him make 2 or 3 crucial engagements, which have actually gained his team a couple of seconds. And they're now in the lead by 30. Keep your eyes on Priester going into the later stages here. Starting to heat up. What's slacked on your screen? Diving on in, PPSH in hand. 15 seconds left on the docks. It's not about this necessarily. It's about the rotation, but FaZe.
Cap, honestly, may have actually just misplayed a little bit because Attach, I'm not sure if you realize, he's on a 3 streak. And I'm curious, did he actually get streaks from that? Because Cap pulling out of the hill gave Attach plus 100. No streaks for him. But if Attach may have won that last gunfight, FaZe would have had streaks simply because JCap pulled out of the hill.
Yeah, and I take it replays as well didn't collect the streaks. Maybe we're wrong on that one. But
nope.
If he didn't, then that's a lot of streaks maybe not capitalized for. We see Zuma pushing around the back. This is a really smart play here as 2 players collapsing in. Will find 1, but he's not going to be able to pick up the kill, and FaZe will fully spawn out. Now you're starting to look at that scoreboard and worry a little bit if you're a FaZe Clan fan.
Oh, you most definitely are, especially considering they had full control of the barrel spawn. They had kind of blue truck area locked in, and LG just kind of walked straight through, slayed them completely out. And now FaZe, they have a very, very difficult task of shutting down LG when they have a full setup, and Cap's going to pick up a 2-piece and, more importantly, work towards some of those score streaks once again. But the barrel building, it's been won by LG, and because of that, they have the lead.
Yeah, and FaZe need to focus now on Crane. You know, streaks aren't going to be too much of a factor here going into this one. I know we see JCap on a 4-kill streak himself, but
they have to kill Cap. If Cap gets streaks, Phil, this game could be over.
Priester, I don't know if you just saw that, Ben, but that is a 180 turn on Octane. That was completely off the screen there. It was down by the docks. Go back, watch the minimap on that one. Disgusting stuff. Priester definitely heating up here. FaZe Clan full control. 3 players for LG, down by Useless, but Cap now has the streaks. Will be raining on down, and this is one where you kind of anticipating a 10-point, 15-point game.
Yeah, Attach falling in fire there as well as Not the best for FaZe Clan. It leaves Replays all by himself as Replays picks up another double. That's just tremendous play from him. It really is. 34 and 24, buying his teammates a little bit of time just to keep that hill contested. Wow. Azuma snapping with a double of his own. A 31-31 stat line for him. The game about to be unbelievably close. 177 to 161. The final 5 seconds may go over towards LG, but Main Street is going to be absolutely everything. And I believe there's still one glide bomb left in the hands of Jacob.
Yeah, Priest finds another double as well, but LG starting to take the lead here and bridge that gap. 20 points in the lead now as there's one player left. It's only John on the hill, currently 27 and 37. Minus 10, but overall he's putting a lot of pressure onto FaZe Clan. And that's why they're in the lead here. FaZe trying to get that lower dockside control.
One thing to note, 45 seconds left in the game clock. Will that have an effect? It means now FaZe can't really afford to push off the hill and play for map control straight away. They need to make sure they still have hill presence, because if you're LG, you may not even want to consider stepping on the hill here for at least the first one.
Yeah, when it gets under 60, it usually will take effect, and the reason being is you can start to look at it and play for it. For example, right now, LG's fully in control, but they can start to push out, push angles if they need to, but 11 seconds remain on statue. We're going to be pretty much all tied up here, going into the main street, but streaks are coming in. Glide Bomb's going to push FaZe off of that. FaZe need to go big here.
He gets the first. Now, 30 seconds, a 186-182 game. Currently, FaZe are on the hill. John trying to go big at the back. Cap trade. Cap with the double. Beautiful stuff. LG with hill control, but in go FaZe Clan. They retake control of the hill on Main Street. Octane, a double for him. Can he find the triple? Not going to happen. As Priesta, a big double from him. Back and forth action.
Another double kill, 24 seconds on that top clock. It's 192 equals here. And now we're going back and forth. You look at that minimap, you've got to favor LG, but Zuma's going to come in. He's going to find the second, but not be able to capitalize on that kill. Luminosity, they break 200, and they're taking full control of this. You've got to worry for FaZe, Ben.
Now, this is where it's crazy, because LG can't win on this hill, but knowing that we go down to lower 10, that's such a contest-heavy hill. I mean, with 22 seconds on the shot clock, ideally, you don't really want to be in this situation if you're FaZe. The final 10 seconds should go to LG. That's going to put them pretty comfortably in the lead here, and you have to think if you're FaZe, you now have to play perfect Call of Duty if you want to take map 1.
Okay, well, perfect Call of Duty starts with a two-piece from attached. Two players spawning underground here. That's going to be John and Slacked. Octane's going to fall. Great start for FaZe. That's great. If we could hop on board with attach.
This is huge.
He needs to find one at least. One at least. One. Jump around. Find the second. Dylan's kicking it off as well. Now they're starting to get a little bit closer. The kill feed's all red. Attach finds number 3.
And now it's Priest's turn. The opposite side. He's playing a corner. There's one. A double would be massive. Not going to happen. Ultimately falls. But look at the score.
Yeah, Zuma's flying across the map, but now the 2 kills coming in for LG. It's all equals, and Replays finds the first. John's going to be able to find one. It is now under no control. It's equal. FaZe are going to jump on in it. Attach doesn't know where they're spawning, but now the communication coming in. Ben, this is going down for the wire.
And bear in mind, this is perfect. FaZe have done enough. They've taken the lead. The hard point can be contested. That's good for FaZe. 14 seconds left on the clock. He finally falls. Bear in mind, a fighter pilot has been earned. It all comes down to that rotation on the other side of the map. LG are going to have such a small lead that Attach has to use his streak. He has to deflect the pressure off the barrel building rotation because there's 10 seconds. They have to take this fight.
Yeah, I'm looking at replays as well. 8 seconds and counting. Do they push out? Do they remain? This is where you think of LG. They can really send this home. 2:42 and counting. His clock stopped right now as LG. They're trying to find the 250. FaZe need to get in and contest, but they have to get the kills. This surely should be LG's.
You have to fight through. 5 seconds left. You've got to take the gunfights. John pre-firing. 2 seconds left. John wins a big one. And with that said, LG take map 1, London Dock Hardpoint, in an unbelievable fashion. So close, Phil.
Stop clock coming into it. You see the streaks as well. A perfect setup on FaZe for the lower docks. Attach kicking it off with a double. We see Priester holding down Crane, but it's not enough. Luminosity prevail on map number 1. And we've all got to take a big, deep breath after that one. And it must be so hard as a player to know, you've got to think, first of all, you know, the normal score. Then you think in rotation. Then you think in stop clock. Then you're thinking who's got streaks. And then you think in spawns that rotate. There's so much going on
and
for
I think
a player.
That was the key. You nailed it. You have to think about all of that right at the very end. So when that hill rotates to 10, FaZe do such a good job of just watching all of the crosses, earning so much free time, uncontested time. They did that well. They actually took the lead, which meant if LG tried to contest, all that happens is the shot clock goes down. But the key moment throughout all of that chaos was 2 players from LG actually go on a big flank around the outside. They control Blue Van, and with that, instantly it leaves FaZe in a 2v4 for the rotation to barrel, which realistically you're just not going to win, right? You're never going to win a 2v4 in that situation.
Crazy scenes in the loser bracket final here. We have our final 3 for you guys at home. A reminder, this is a $40,000 series. Sure of course, Optic, they're waiting in that grand final. A share of $500,000 on the line. But again, this is what we kind of spoke about during that game was LG can't lose map number 1 after a tough loss against Optic. They need to bounce back instantly. And I think that's the fashion they needed to do it in. A close game kind of gives them that fire. You know, if they just wiped it out, it may be different. I look at LG now to be a very strong contender to go back into that grand final, to be honest.
You most definitely do. It's heartbreaking for FaZe, right? You've sat, you watched the games, you had time to really come out and game plan, you pick a map, but you just watch LG get kind of beat on pretty badly, admittedly not terribly, but still. And then LG come out and clutch up like that in the final few moments. It's got to hurt if you're a FaZe player. It definitely does, especially after considering just the quality of gameplay that you had really from pretty much everyone, right? Attach starts off slow, doesn't matter, he gets some streaks. Replays just unbelievably good and consistent throughout the entire map. Priesta turned up towards the end with the just importance of double kills, which you pointed out. And Zuma, I mean, you know what you're going to get with Zuma, right? Just a big performance from him. And I mean, there's a look at replays and kind of tell the vibe may well have been kind of killed there after that map 1.
Yeah, I thought for a second, you know, they could have ended it down at the docks. And I think when Priesta was in the corner as well, if he could have maybe bided his time, maybe let one player go by and play a little bit more sneaky. There's so many ifs and buts, but that's what happens when you play hardpoint and there's 40 kills for 3-4 players.
So the big problem was both Attach and Priesta, who were the 2 players being sneaky either side, like way pushed out, both died at the same time. So it set up a complete pinch on the hill. So if you're FaZe, you kind of have to play the middle of the hill, which is never ideal because of course you can be shot from 2 different windows. And ultimately, LG just collapse on in and a chaotic ending. But hey, we won't complain. The quality of gameplay at Stage 1 playoffs has just been tremendous to watch. It really has. It gets you excited for the rest of the year. But as it stands, losers bracket final, LG 1-0 up as we head over to a Valkyrie Search and Destroy.
Yeah, I think this is a hot topic too, Valkas and D. This is where, we've not seen many teams play. Of course, Luminosity got their reps in during the Pro League, and I think that's paid dividends at CWL Birmingham. Interested to see how this one pans out.
And I may be wrong on saying this, but I'm pretty sure FaZe don't like playing this map, which is surprising considering the fact they have, the likes of Zuma and Attach on the squad. So I'm curious to see if they can come out and take map 2. But from everything we saw from LG, Valk, Search and Destroy, you said it. They got their reps, they got their practice, they feel comfortable.
Yeah, this is the one map and mode combination from the map pool where I do favor LG heavily. And that after winning map 1, you've got to look at and think of the bigger picture. But it's 0-0. It's all tied up. Sure. Attach has found a nice double. That could be a great start for FaZe. Triple on the cards, not going to happen as Cap equals the level. The playing field as John again will put replays in the ground. All up to Zuma, yet to get involved in this round, Ben. But he could still make a huge impact.
Yeah, you see him just watching that A-bomb cross, and at this point, with B-bomb decided, if he finds a kill on Cap, it would open things up massively. Both players shoot at him, so he knows. There's 2 red dots, both the players on that side of the map. Also, the audio indicator, bomb down, Zuma versus John, 1v1. Zuma backs away, and that's just good read, right? John's a very high progressive player. He's probably going to push over towards you, readjust, reposition. Now you have the drop. Can you find the pick?
Well, that's the thing as well, is John, he's going to have a PPSH. Lovely stuff from Zuma.
Just
I almost felt when he kind of shot his second round of bullets and then went, oh, actually, look at that clock. I'd love to know what went down. I can just imagine replays like, the clock, Tom. Tommy, just back up. And him go, oh, yeah. And I just think, again, that's just a heads-up play, whether it was Zuma himself or a teammate. Good stuff from FaZe. Just reposition. Put yourself in the advantageous position, of course, and see how it will prevail. FaZe, though, starts strong here with the first round.
Yeah. Zuma, of course, staying alive, more importantly. Keeps his streak going. Let's see if potentially he can get anything, but, we say it all the time in Valk. Streak's not too massive on this map, but for now, still waiting on that first blood in round 2. Zuma's been tagged by 2 nades, still lives through it. As you wait to see if LG potentially want to try and push him. Doesn't look like it, though.
This is going to be interesting. J-Cap tags 1, tags the second, but Zuma answers back. That goes the other way. Could have been a very quick round, but it's all level now. Replay's in a very nice position there over towards the bunker, but he's going to reposition now, maybe get a little bit closer to his teammates. Zuma 3-0.
Worth mentioning, good bait as well that came through there from Attach. Allows Zuma to trade, keep the streak alive, but ultimately that's going to be shut down. John finds that pick. So FaZe 2v3, and I believe it's Replays is going to be in some trouble. John comes around the outside, and this is the problem when you play LG on Valk. John is so just sneaky and smooth with his movement on the map. He's consistently checking those corners, always seems to have the correct read on the opposition. That he just seems to have a great map every time you see him on it.
Priester now left in a 1v2. That one's a little bit different this time, though, as the pinch does come in for LG. Beautifully done. And S&D all tied up 1-1. Yet to see much bomb action going down, but
true.
Not uncommon on Valkyrie.
I feel like that A site can be so tough. It really can. There's so many different angles that you've got to watch. If you're trying to get that bomb down, it almost seems easier to head over towards that B site, especially when you have the numerical advantage. You know, your 2v1s, your 3v1s, even your 3v2s. But we'll see now. Of course, LG back on the attacking side. Still looking for Octane to find his first pick, as Replays similar for him.
Okay, well, let's kick things off here. The number 90 seconds here. Round number 3, as we get into it, we're already seeing Zuma be aggressive. Too aggressive, as that's the third first blood here for Luminosity. And I believe Zuma has been a minimum of 2. Might have all been 3. I'm not too sure about that one, but the bomb may go down. Attach is lucky to be alive right now. I think a couple of those shots went through the wood, but either way, 1v4.
And just a small thing, it's important to note that Attach doesn't die before the bomb gets planted. Of course, Select on a 2 streak gets the plant as well. Just going to put him a little closer towards his first streak, and if Slack can find the kill here as well, it'd be wonderful. Attach may kind of recognize that. Let me just kind of play slow. A pick on Slack would be so important here for Attach. He recognizes the collapse coming through. Bullets in pretty much every one of LG. Just can't seem to find the kill. Slack just teasing with Attach. That's such a big one. That is such a big kill.
Yeah, and at least it's something to take away from that round.
Most definitely is. No streaks for Slacked. Of course, it could have been closer, but either way, just something that you don't have to worry about for at least a few rounds if you are FaZe on.
Just resets it almost back to square one here. However, the rounds currently favor Luminosity. 2-1 currently, as we are going into round number 4 here. FaZe fighting all the way through loser bracket. And they're not a stranger to that. They've done that before. They came out 4th at Dallas. Now they've done one better minimum.
They went through the open bracket in Dallas too.
Oh, that was just, yeah.
A truly bizarre thing. I mean, unbelievable performance. And it just shows you this FaZe squad, when they get in a little bit of a run and they get some momentum on their side, they really can be a dangerous squad.
60 seconds. Bomb down. However, 3v4. LG may be able to pinch on in and go for the retake very shortly. Spotted his Priester. Zuma does find one. JCap's going to hop back through the window there.
Good read on Zuma as well. Tags him up, and just like that, Attach now in a 1v2. You blink your eyes, and it goes from that 3v2 and the way back down. Attach forces the 1v1. 19 seconds on the clock. Cap versus Attach, and Attach just got fantastic timing.
Yeah, and I think one thing that's helping Attach right now is Mountain. Just being silent, being quiet, biding his time, and there you go. He's going to pre-fire, knows that one's
wonderful
on the cards, and lovely from Attach there. As again, we go back and forth between the two squads here. All starting to get a little bit tense on that main stage, though.
You have to think, though, it is important for FaZe to win this map.
Oh, most definitely.
Don't let LG get into that groove. Don't let them get the momentum. What was game 3? Ardennes Forest CTF, I believe. So, yes, we've seen FaZe look decent on that map, but the last couple of times we saw them play TK, they got kind of whitewashed on that map, if you will. And LG are pretty solid at Ardennes too. So, this game too, especially considering we both kind of looked at each other when we saw Valk Search and said, well, we favor LG.
Yeah.
Big steal if FaZe can do it.
A little bit of a different push here coming in as LG go aggressive on B. That's all 4 they're pushing out here. One may go down, but trades should come in for Luminosity. And there we go. 2 down for FaZe. 1 down for LG now, as this could be a very quick round here, as we do see. Yeah, I'm just going to stop speaking. That was impressive from LG.
Yeah, they just took that fight straight to FaZe, and ultimately the trades on the site effective. And LG swift dispatch of FaZe Clan in that round. Now look at JCap with that final kill. He's had a pretty good event as well, must be said. Very, very consistent across the board, all 3 game modes.
Yeah, it must be frustrating for a team like Red Reserve, who obviously, you know, we're putting LG to shame kind of the first 2 maps in the winner bracket round 1. And
you just had to bring it up, didn't you?
That reverse sweep. It's a tough one for the Europeans, but LG just showing their class. And again, consistency. You know, we talked about LG being a top 3 team. Here they are again.
John, 10 and 3. I mentioned this is the problem, right? Valk, John just loves this map. He just understands it so well, and he's having a great one so far. 3 first bloods to his name, and the round over just as quick as the last one there, Phil.
Yeah, very, very quick. Very quick indeed. And that can be Valkyrie. You're not going to see that every round, but well-positioned and well-disciplined teams will be able to punish you on this map, and we're talking about the best in the world right now.
Yep, we most definitely are. There's LG now with the advantage, 4-2. The biggest cushion we've had in the game so far. Can FaZe respond? The last 2 rounds have been very fast from LG, just taking the fights to FaZe. And honestly, I think it's just making FaZe a little uncomfortable. I mean, Replay's, you know, a 1-6 stat line right now, not having the best of game 2s.
Starting off very, very slow here, and we're in round number 7, so at the end of this one, we could be looking at LG only 1 round away. Here we go, fast push. That's the peak, and that is just John. He's going to lie down. He knows he's weak, and he's got the backup of his teammate. The grenade will be great there from Zuma, but not good enough to stop him dying first of all. John, fingers on the trigger. And he'll take down 2 already. Luminosity looking to get round number 5 on the board, and you can see the replay's just running away. Luminosity have just outclassed FaZe on this map.
They definitely have. Replay's hunted, Replay stays alive, and once again just tries to scramble away with his life, but LG don't let him. The Wolfpack mentality. Very true here in Valk, and now you have LG with such a big, big lead. It's only a matter of time, you feel, before they end and close out map 2.
Yeah, if I was Optic as well and LG do make it, I'd be taking this S&D out.
They hate playing it as well themselves.
Yeah, this was one S&D, and it's a reason we saw them obviously get the practice in for the Pro League. Luminosity are just very, very strong. Simple as that. They're just a very strong team about S&D. 5-2 though, 90 seconds, maybe the last 90 seconds for this one. Luminosity potentially going up 2-0 in the series here, Benson.
Once again, does the same thing. This time though, Zuma there to challenge and save 2 of his teammates' life. Bear that in mind. However, Octane with the nade, JCap with a nade of his own. Now you have yourself a 2v2. Slacked and Octane versus Priesta and Zuma. Zuma falls. Priesta for the 1v2. Not gonna happen. And LG cruise through game 2. Valkyrie search and destroy.
Ben, we casted only game 5s. Is Championship Sunday just game 3s?
Stop.
Is this where we end?
No, not like this, Phil. Not like.
Surely not. Surely not.
Not 2 3-0s on Championship Sunday. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. FaZe Clan, of course, 2-0 down in this one. We head over to the Ardennes Forest CTF, where FaZe will look to keep their series alive. And then what a St. Marie du Mans hard point if it goes the distance. A London Docks search and destroy. But if we're being brutally honest,
yeah,
it has felt, even though game 1 was unbelievably close, LG controlled it early on. FaZe had to kind of make a little bit of a comeback, but that was just easy. LG didn't look troubled at all. Yeah,
it was a very slow start from certain individuals on FaZe, but I'm not even going to put it down to individual performance. It's easy sometimes to just get a kill and die and you're one-on-one, but it was simply teamwork, and I think just the positioning from LG, the way they took the middle bomb site with ease, they took B bomb site with ease when they attempted to, and they never let FaZe just take anything from them. They always had an action or a response to, of course, FaZe Clan. But apart from that, 2-0 in the series. Maybe a 3-0, we could be seeing a reverse sweep. It's still all open.
Most definitely is, of course. This, the losers bracket final here at the Stage 1 playoffs presented by PlayStation 4. LG in the driving seat to try and make it back to the grand final. Where, of course, they would have to meet Optic Gaming, beat them in 2 best-of-5s. For now, LG 2-0 up.
5 seconds needed for LG. The splice win. The dream is dead. Luminosity get the victory. They are your CWL Birmingham champions.
It felt good as hell to win an event. I mean, coming, second, third, and now first, I feel like it was more of a validation because we could have just as easily won the other 2 open events this year. The crowd made it all the more better. It was just standing up there, having people cheer your name. It's hard to describe. I got a lot of questions after we won. I was like, did the crowd get to you? Were they annoying? It was like, I'm happy that they were cheering for something. They were excited about Call of Duty, and that was something I really admired. And I didn't really care that they were cheering for Splice. I mean, it's their European team, they should be. But when we won and then they started cheering for us, it was a pretty surreal experience.
Congratulations and very well deserved. What does this championship win mean to you?
It means a lot, obviously. Previous 2 open events, we got second and third, so to come that short both times, especially the one we got second at NOLA against TK, finally close this one out. It feels great, and shows we got big things coming. Hopefully we can repeat the playoffs here.
I think having events this close is an advantage for whichever team wins the first one, because then you just come to the next one with all the confidence in the world. You have that mindset that, hey, we are champions. We won the last event, so we can repeat that easily here. Our expectations are to win again. We want that repeat, and take home one of these playoff events finally.
Events so close, definitely an advantage. However, if LG do close it out here against FaZe Clan, they're at a definite disadvantage when they play Optic Gaming. They would need to beat them twice in the grand finals to go back to back. And, well, that's not an easy task, Phil.
Never is. And Luminosity are on the flip side, like you said. Obviously, they lost their first series in Birmingham against Splice, but they battled back to kind of take 2 series off Optic. It almost seems a little bit too much in the distant future, even though it could be just 1 map away. You just got to focus on the game in hand, take 1 map at a time. However, 1 map is all that's separating themselves right now from that grand final.
Not even just the grand final, $40,000, right? That's the difference.
40K CTF.
You were working it out.
Love
the difference between 4th and 3rd, $40,000. So you very well could be watching a $40,000 capture the flag on Den Forest should LG close it out. However, if FaZe do stay alive, potential for that reverse sweep. They've traditionally looked pretty good on Arden Forest, Phil, but recently against TK, not so much.
Yeah, bit of a strange one. Again, I think it's wise FaZe are not playing Flag Tower right now, judging by what obviously went down.
Very wise.
You look at kind of this matchup, and don't get me wrong, they've definitely got the talent to go toe-to-toe, but LG, they have all the momentum right now. Map 1 and Map 2 in their favor already. Of course, Map 1 very close. Map 2 not so much. Here we have FaZe on the attack. Attach pushing through the bunker now. Maybe waiting for the support of his teammates. Priester through the mid.
You could really do with FaZe having like a good favorable side, right? Like they're on the preferred side. You can kick things off strong. Maybe put a little bit of a dampener to the LG momentum.
Yeah.
That helps.
Priester for me is the factor here. He picks up that first kill and he's going to be the factor to pick up the 4th. He's already got himself a 2-kill streak. Zuma's on 3 right now. An attach. He's already called out 1. This isn't good news, though, because 1's already slipped the net. Big place for replays.
Honestly, if you're attaching, you kind of just have to let that first one go. Play for the second, because now you put Replays in such a tough position where he has to go big, and Replays will do just that. Let the flag carrier get the return as well for the extra points. By the book, CTF from FaZe Clan, and now Priester dangerously close to his first streak.
Yes, sit in a corner. Play for these streaks. Literally just hope one runs past you or something.
I think he has him.
He's just killed JCap as well.
Gets him. So perfect case scenario for FaZe, right? We said preferred side, try and get yourself an advantage as quickly as you possibly can. Priester has streaks. FaZe have a flag in the first 2 minutes of gameplay, and they're not slowing down here, Phil.
Priester's making a real name for himself as one of the best flex players in the world right now. He's so good with the PPSH. Everyone knows that, but to me, he's impressed me most with the STG amongst this whole playoff series. Replays and attach, do find 3, and now this is going to be another 100 here. No, he's actually going to give this to his teammate. That's going to be attached. He's on a 3-kill streak, and I've got to agree. We both know it's for those streaks, and Ben, this is an interesting CTF.
We weren't going out with a 3-0, Phil. Not on Championship Sunday. Oh, no. It's just not meant to be. Attach an assist away from streaks. If he gets these streaks.
Replay's on a 4-kill streak himself. He's about to pull the flag.
Oh,
That's one thing that's gone LG's way. That's the only thing right now. They're 2-0 down after 2.5 minutes.
Streaks.
Streaks, more streaks. This is going to be interesting going to the later stages. If LG pull a flag, it's going to rain from above.
Oh, that's trying to get fancy with the pistol switch. Not going to work out this time. 2 minutes left. FaZe with a nice advantage, and you don't want to see them slow down here, right?
No.
You've done so well so far with 3 minutes gone. Keep that pressure run. Keep pushing over towards that bunker side. That's where they've had so much success. Flood LG, force them to spawn over towards Bell and just run the flag. It's very, very simple, structured CTF so far, but this could be a problem. Octane is going to pull the flag, instantly falls. Wonderful defensive hold, and honestly, if you're FaZe, don't even return the flag. Just in case you do get a flag pull, let your flag carrier get the return points if possible.
Beautiful stuff so far, as FaZe having pretty much perfect CTF. You don't need to worry about anything. They've not needed to invest the streaks. And everything's flicking. Attached there, another 3-kill streak for him. He's already got streaks in the back pocket, and he's backing off now, knowing that his teammates are pushing up. And it's funny because they could technically use a streak right now to try and extend the lead. Interesting to see if they do.
I think the Furies are just going to spawn over towards back bunker, but with Zoomer inside bunker, realistically, you should know the Bell spawn could come through, and
yeah,
with him dying, now obviously not the chance, but I think you're right. They had an opportunity there where you drop a glide bomb maybe just to test the waters. I mean, you have 2 of them, right? You have a fighter pilot, a glide, and a fighter pilot, a glide. So 4 overall streaks at their disposal, and you're slaying out so heavily, but another flag will be so big for FaZe here before the half. They're winning all of the gunfights. If this kill gets traded out, maybe that's the opportunity, but sadly, it's passed.
Yeah, replay's going to go down as well. And as time goes by, you can, you know, if you've got 4 minutes left with 4 streaks or 1 minute left with 4 streaks,
right,
you're laughing. You're sat there with a lot in your back pocket, and it's interesting.
How many times have we captained CTF so far this event?
That's true.
Where teams have had 4 streaks and all of a sudden things just get a little more complicated than maybe they should.
It's never as simple as it seems.
It should be, though. By the book, it should be. But teams just like to make things a little complicated sometimes. It's attached straight past Octane. Octane trying to make the heads-up play. He's actually just being so sneaky with 11 seconds left. He's behind enemy lines, and now all of a sudden, LG with a chance of pulling the flag. This could bite them, though, because bear in mind, if he dies, don't return that flag, because if number 7 wins his gunfight, never mind. Doesn't matter. But if Zuma had won that gunfight, you leave that flag, you instantly have the extra 60 seconds. So a high-risk, high-reward type of play right there from Octane.
Well, a very strong CTF half for FaZe Clan. Might be 2-0 down here, but they're looking very, very good to actually take the CTF. Of course, Forest with streaks, it's very hard to kind of come back from, and LG will know about the streaks. Interesting to see how they adapt to that. Will they run anything different? Probably not.
Slacked at 3 and 12. A slow first 5 minutes for him. Can he turn things around here for Luminosity? Or will be forced, of course, to that game 4. Nice solid start for Replays and Zuma. They both win their early initials. And instantly, cabin control goes over to FaZe.
Yeah, and I love how both players, they put back, they help out the teammates. That's 3 kills in a row here for FaZe is off the break. And now we've seen so many teams, FaZe can just sit here. They can sit here and wait. Wait for LG to push into you.
Oh, actually going to invest a glide bomb.
I like it.
So this is the aggression that's going to come through. Doesn't get the kill. Small protection comes through, but Zuma there to trade out. And, well, you can see just the sheer effect that has. The problem is no one watching cabin cut, so one player has snuck through. Attach has to track all the way back. Flag is going to be around about Bell at this point. Attach has 1v1. He knows Slacked is in there. He's just fired his weapon. He cleans him up, and that is perfect once again from FaZe.
Yeah, and Zuma is 1 kill away from a set of streaks as well now. So again, Zuma can play this smart. Hopefully will do for FaZe Clan, of course, if he sits back and utilizes the close quarter combat of his PPSH. We'll see him pick up another set of streaks. Of course, we all won that game 5. Will we get it, though? We'll see.
Bear in mind he has a nade as well, right? So that could potentially help. Oh, did he get stuck? Oh, I think he did. Oh, he's actually still alive. Wow.
He needs help.
A miracle. Flag's probably going to be pulled. The teammate tries to bait out, but the collapse comes through in the FaZe Clan base. Flag is away. Now, are you going to invest your first streak? You are. It's going to be attach. Will Octane get over towards cabin first? He's been spotted. That could be a double kill if they're not careful. He falls, and FaZe, honestly, at this point, I don't even think it's worth investing another streak.
Yeah, when you 3-0 up, don't bother. This is going in no matter what. I don't think they actually could if they tried.
Go for the counter instead, I feel.
Yeah, just set yourself up nicely. Get into ruins, and you can see number 7 tracking back Zuma to do that, and get cabin wall. And make this 3 minutes, 2 minutes.
Right.
That's all you need to do. The focus now is just get this wave of kills, not necessarily to push forward. Attach. Zuma should pick up this kill. And again, this is where you can now just slightly edge up, maybe. That does make things a little bit more difficult, so Priester has to backtrack.
That's one thing LG's so good at, though. They
Getting out.
absorb the pressure, right?
Yeah.
When you think they're trapped, they somehow just play it so smart. They almost bait you into being aggressive. And next thing you know, look at what happens. You're almost being constricted back to bunker yourself, and realistically, a streak off spawn might be the best play here for FaZe, just to try and stay alive or kind of deflect a little bit of this pressure. Problem is, LG, they're already in bunker, so now you have to slay your way out.
Well, negative 15 for the squad, but the flag is in the hands. You're looking at number 8 to make a big play. It's Priester, finds one, will delay things, which is great because one player's going to become very close to Jacob. He's going to grab the flag, but he's not going to be able to get out. Zuma spots him, flag returned, and Ben, that 3 minutes has become 2 minutes.
Little
and they
scary,
still have all the streaks.
A little scary, a little scary. So 3 streaks still remain, of course, for FaZe. And a fighter, and another glide bomb. And as it stands, pushing forward again, trying to get that map control. And to your point, you've said it perfectly. Bleed the time.
Yeah.
Force LG to come to you. When you have map control, you don't need to be overzealous. If you get 2, 3 down, yeah, sure, be aggressive, push. But you just don't want to turtle, right? Turtling is the absolute worst thing you can do. FaZe aren't doing that. They're pushing through. The problem, however, is Slacked. He's noticed that Ruins is consistently open, and he's pushing all the way through. And FaZe, with a P1 spawn, may actually realize that, have to backtrack and clean him up.
Yeah, and I was hoping Zuma would turn around and go cab, and he does do. It's a really smart play, this. He recognizes 2 players are actually on the bunker side. Even though they're miles away from him, it really does help him. He's going to be able to run this back. There's no streaks involved here for LG, so this should be a 4th flag here.
Oh!
That's I will say, just, yeah, beautiful shot. It's not going to change the outcome, because that flag will be put in for number 4, but that from Octane is a beautiful shot. I've got to respect it, then.
Laser beam accuracy right there. As Priester close to more streaks, so he's going to invest the fighter pilot. He's put himself in a position where he should be A-okay. Finds one on Slacked, and if he gets the return as well, I believe that may actually give him, no, just the assist, that's all he needs. So 25 points, and FaZe Clan with 41 seconds and a 3-flag lead. This game is done. FaZe Clan stay alive, and this is what we expect from them in the CTFR Den Forest. Almost mere flawless gameplay from them, but it's just funny that when they played against TK just had the better result.
I expected better from LG. I expected a lot better. But Forest, you'll hear him, post-game interviews all the time. The way you lose a Forest CTF is you lose a flag, you give them streaks. The streaks equals another flag, which equals more streaks. It's a snowball effect. It happens to the best teams in the world, and that's just a case of LG right now.
This definitely is. The final 4 seconds. Attach, of course, running another flag. I'm sure he'd love to get his stats up a little bit there if he was able to cap it, but it doesn't matter. FaZe stay alive in the losers bracket final. The win there in game 3. Will that be the catalyst for a reverse sweep? Potentially. Of course, up next, a St. Marie du Mont hardpoint and a game 5 London Docks search and destroy if we go that far, Phil. But the St. Marie, how are you feeling about that? No, I mean, obviously you've cast
St.
teams
Marie
now for a long time.
Yeah, St. Marie hardpoint. I think St. Marie hardpoint reminds me of Priester a lot. Priester kind of has been going off with that kind of flex role. He adapts very well. Hardpoint 1, he can be rocking that PPSH, or we go to the likes of Winery and Lookout Post. He'll rock that STG. And for me, I think, and again, I didn't even realize Priester was 21 and 12 in that. But Priester is, for me, the player that kind of just needs to continue, not step it up. He just needs to continue this form. And I think FaZe can push this to a game 5.
One of the key stats as well when you look at that scoreboard, JCap 11 and 19. I know there was some statisticians out there just kind of looking at those numbers, and I think there was an interesting one on the subreddit the other day, which actually said, every time LG lose, Cap seems to have a bad game. Whenever he plays well, LG win their CTF. So poor performance comes through, FaZe take control, stay alive. But to your point, St. Marie, Priest has been playing so well, it must be said that maybe he can be the catalyst to force a game 5.
And it's interesting because we get to the top 3 and now we start talking,
MVPs,
and who takes it for which team. And normally the winning team, one of the 4 will take the MVP. That's just how it usually works. But if FaZe is, in that grand final, It's hard because you look at replays, you look at Zuma and Attach. They've all had fantastic performances from Saturday onwards. I mean, obviously Friday wasn't great for them, but the sheer determination.
Who would you give it to if let's say just hypothetically
right now
FaZe win the event and this is their last map? Who would you give it to?
This is a bit of a cop-out. I will obviously tell you if it were now as well. But it's who plays well in the grand final as well.
Okay.
As of right now.
What are you thinking about this one?
As of right now, it'd be between... this is tough. I know this sounds terrible. I love Dylan, but Dylan's the one who I'd go, maybe not Dylan this time, or Attach, should I say. I'd go with Priester.
Priester? I'll go with Priester as well. I think Priester really has had a phenomenal event. Not even just based on statistics, but again, I think it was in the hard point you pointed out the importance of the kills that he was picking up, where he was picking up those kills. To me, his performance was summed up beautifully when replays was going off. I think it was yesterday.
Yeah.
London Doc's hard point. Priester said, Reap, do you? Don't worry. You get your streaks. I'll sit in the hill. You finish with like 2.5 minutes hill time. He just understands how to play the role so well. It's a testament to his abilities this year.
Let's turn the table. Say LG go all the way.
Ooh!
Who's your MVP?
Ooh, it's a hard one. I feel like you almost have to give it to Octane. He's just so consistent.
I think the one thing with LG, no one else who's, like, for example, John at Birmingham really stood out. The other three have been consistently good, but no one's kind of stood out. And I think Octane's always just the easy choice, right?
He is. He's just the easy one. But anyway, Game 4, St. Marie du Mans hardpoint underway. And, well, LG might be a little upset with how that Game 3 finished because they are just slaying their way through. And John instantly wants to put the pressure on, see if he can have some influence on the spawns. And he already has. Priester spawning out.
Yeah, 3 kills already to his name. We're only 20 seconds into the game. 20 points for Luminosity and counting here as another 3 down. Not the start you want for FaZe. If you're a Luminosity fan, get behind your squad right now because this, as I said in the previous one, could be the last map to find themselves, to book themselves a spot in that grand final. Of course, Optic Gaming already waiting with a series advantage, but this kill's important. Take Priester down, you've got the full spawns as well.
I mean, what LG have just done on St. Marie is almost perfect. They have the unfavorable spawn off the bat. They get full hill control. I mean, look at that, 41 seconds. They then dictate the spawns, thanks to John just being aggressive straight off the bat. And they don't lose control either. That's the important thing. They have control for this second hill rotation, should everything go their way, which I'd be surprised if it didn't. You'd have to have a miracle here for FaZe to break through, and LG, this is beautiful stuff.
Yeah, no streaks is the one thing that FaZe can take away from this as a positive, but apart from that, they've been battered in that first hard point. They've lost the rotation. They need to pinch on in. Priester and replays do find one apiece. A third will be brilliant. That's the number 3, and Slack now, tail between his legs, going to have to be running away here. He's going to get back into the action, but called out. Pinch from either side. Lovely break from FaZe.
John, however, being sneaky once again, forcing his teammates to spawn on top of him. FaZe thinking about the rotation also, and that's going to be tough when Octane's top red. Final 17 seconds. It's going to go over to LG, so they have a nice lead as we head over to our 3rd hill here on St. Marie. Priester at the back of the map. And he's just making sure he's checking every single corner. No one from LG sneaks through. And as we rotate over to this hill, Phil, this is where maybe FaZe, with a good solid hold, can bring themselves back into this game.
Yeah, and with players like Zuma pushing out and getting kills, it's really great to see. Some people kind of turtle up, but Zuma is...
He's so annoying.
He's basically got 2.5 kills there, as Octane has to go back, but...
If you're LG, you're like, why am I being shot in the back mid-street? Like, it's just frustrating, the pressure that Zuma puts on the map, and you can see already a free 20 seconds, about to be free 30, but Octane, a bayonet to the heart of Zuma, will slow things down, and FaZe, they tried watching their kill cams, but it doesn't matter, the pressure may be too much, unless replays can go absolutely massive, which he can't. The final 25 seconds, it's good to go to LG.
Octane picks up a huge triple there. One beating that bayonet once again. Is so quick on the reflexes. And talking of reflexes, Zuma back with a 2-piece himself. But there's only 15 seconds left on this. Not really kind of worth fighting for at this point. FaZe need to set up strong here for that lookout post. And Priester's on it. He's thinking already about that. I love the positioning from all 4 players now on FaZe. But Priester's going to fall. He's going to spawn over the other side of the map now, but LG, grenades will fly. They're doubling the score here. They broke that triple-digit mark here. Windy shots there, but it gets the job done for Cap.
One of the key things to know as well for FaZe, they don't have to worry about streaks. You brought it up earlier on. Despite LG being a little dominant, they haven't had the streaks yet. until maybe now. Octane working towards them. One more kill ought to do it. And honestly, you could just maybe bait out that hill a little bit here. Let FaZe touch it so it resets. And then if you retake, you could get that 300 points, especially now. That's the perfect play. Octane makes it 2 streaks to his name. And the trades come through as well. Best case scenario here for LG. FaZe, they're in trouble.
Luminosity have 40 kills pretty much. Slacked only with 3 of them, but he has got 1 minute 36 for his team. He's been sat on the hard point.
Nothing to do, the poor guy.
Been a little bit out of the action here, but all that matters is a W for these guys. Octane 16 and 6. We can talk stats all we like, but with FaZe Clan taking the last couple of seconds on lookout post, we're going back to the restaurant. And LG, they dominated here. Let's see if they can repeat it.
Oh, and John's getting close to streaks as well. Falls. So a big win there for Zoomer. 3 players go down. Slack last man up. FaZe know where he is, but Slack just being a nuisance, trying to pre-fire. Priest is going to be down there as his attached. Priest finally decides to push straight through, and FaZe, this is an important 39 seconds here because streaks aren't really going to do an awful lot outside of maybe the rotation kills, but that's going to come after the points, of course. And if you are able to level things up, you can put yourself in a nice little position heading into the second rotation, especially considering LG currently spawning way, way out.
Yeah, Zuma has been rotating around, just roaming around, should I say. So nicely, and his team has been picking up the points for him, hence why he's only got 10 seconds to his name. But this is another prime example. He just backs off. He's thinking the bigger picture.
Oh,
and that is the bigger picture. One more kill will find him. A glide bomb, but a fighter pilot. That'll be really key. I'm thinking maybe lookout post.
Yeah, potentially. Potentially, we'll see, because bear in mind, LG have streaks as well. So it's just going to come down to who's going to use it first. It's going to be Octane. The glide bomb comes through. Attach should fall. Now, if Attach watches his kill cam and Replays wins that fight, he would have spawned in. But sadly not. Replays loses the fight. And you can see Attach spawns over towards that left-hand side. They have to track back. Give Zoomer a little bit of support here on the hill. Cap should be the first to fall. The cavalry coming in for FaZe. 3 players go down. It's down to Octane. There's 1. There's 2. LG still spawning at the back, but it doesn't matter. FaZe, they're in the hill.
Grenades, get out of the way.
Oh my!
Flying over. But grenade all you like. Priest trying to find the 4th. He gets a 4-kill streak, but again, what he does do is just buy himself some time. He buys his whole team another 10 seconds here, which gets them right back in the game. The 15 seconds now will be given to LG. And again, they may have the lead, but FaZe Clan, they have streaks, they have this rotation, and now Priest is doing the job that Zuma did previously.
And it's just easy, right? It's simple kills. That's all you have to do here if you're FaZe. You have a player in the hill, but no! Look at the spawn! Octane, blessed, and now he can use a fighter pilot as well. FaZe, too many players push forward. Luckily, I believe he will ultimately fall, but the fighter pilot coming through. Is that
He's still there. He's still there. It just takes him off the map there. But the one thing that it was, 3 players from FaZe, 2 of them were basically over the 50-yard mark. Right. They basically gave him that. He doesn't spawn there randomly. We'll be blessed in the fact that FaZe made a mistake. But FaZe, it doesn't even matter. They bite back, and Luminosity will spawn out. Zuma now in the hill. 23 and 15. Jesus.
I will say, though, that first 30 seconds could have gone to FaZe. They could have had a sizable lead, potentially going into that 3rd rotation. But as you say, maybe a little overzealous there from FaZe. They only left 1 player on the hill. The hill hadn't popped. Octane spawns. Very, very favorable spawn, but the final 8 seconds go to FaZe. So FaZe now with the lead. You brought up Zuma's wonderful performance. I mean, 23-15. Beautiful, beautiful from him. Over a minute hill time as well. But can you close it out? Can you force the game 5? LG, they're ready and waiting. And more importantly, what that spawn did do was force FaZe to use their fighter pilot as well. The only extra utility they had is now gone.
Yeah, Zuma has both STG and PPSH a bit. That's beautiful.
Needs streaks. He needs streaks. This is basically the game for me for FaZe.
Beautiful for his team here, because lookout post, it still has 40 seconds left, but he's counting on his team getting a few kills. Priester stepping it up here with a double. Oh my goodness, FaZe, they're really stepping things up, talking a second of things up. A glide bomb, a fighter pilot, a 7-kill streak. It could have been 8, but Priest has found a 5 as well. A combined kill streak. It's like they're battling for the MVP at the moment. But Zuma and Priester are dominating right now. They've got full streaks here. And going to that 3rd rotation with 10 seconds left on the clock. Zuma, he's not done yet, my God!
Goodness gracious me! All the streaks. FaZe with the hill time as well. We have to send it over to a FaZe Clan Astro Gaming listening.
I'm on off his fucking artillery.
They're square.
Square. Yo, square. He's in square. Hurt by nade. Hurt by nade.
Two square. One can go hop. Outside square.
Let's go, let's go square, let's
Go,
go.
I'm hitting right, I'm hitting right, I'm hitting right.
Shot, nice, I'm absolute, I'm absolute.
I'm pitching right, guys, I'm pitching right, I'm pitching right.
I 3-nade, fucking.
I have an artillery, should I artillery?
Flip bar,
wait,
Sam, flip bar, Sam, flip bar, Sam.
What's
One top
up?
red, hopping in. No, flanking, one's flanking.
Sam got me score, Sam got me score, Sam got me
Absolute flank,
score.
absolute on the flank.
Alright, yo,
Let's spawn up.
yo, Jack push down.
Watch out, watch on the hill, I'm in hill. I have an artillery and full streaks.
Let's go.
I haven't heard.
One beer, done.
Nice.
Go.
Hill weak, watch top red. He has me watch out,
I'm watching top red. Top red, I can't kill him.
I'm watching right, I'm watching right. Top red, watch out.
I'm going top here,
Back up. Fuck.
Just watch it.
Yo, square, two square.
Alright, watch it.
Two square.
Turn heavy.
They got me in the back.
You can
One in my beer. Bottom beer. Can I spawn in?
Bottom beer.
No, I can't spawn
I got
in.
a bottom beer.
Nice, I'm watching left. Got Sam.
Let's go, guys. Nice.
I got it.
I'm
artillery in the front.
Artillery in the front. Yeah, artillery in front.
Needed 20.
I'm shaking. I don't see anything. They gotta be front. They're out front. No, one's in the back.
One's around the back. Yeah, they're going around the back.
I'm not pilot.
I need help. Yeah.
I'm bombing.
Yo, two in the back.
No, I can kill. One's front. Back out.
It's raining and pouring. FaZe Clan streaks. They need just 11 more points, but LG break through.
Breakthrough with 30 seconds left. An artillery barrage put on top is going to stop them getting points. But Slackty's just peeking his legs out, his ankles to get a couple of points here. So it isn't stopped in straight away. Zuma's going to be taken down. It's actually great for LG. I do want to just see what streaks are left. I think there's a fighter pilot for FaZe.
Just 2 fighter pilots.
Okay, that's
Zuma
still
and
huge.
Priester.
Still huge.
Massive streaks. However, LG gets scrap time. These kills are so important, and LG have learned how FaZe play the rotation. John checking the corners, not giving Priester anything, and this game could well be over right here if the kills come through for FaZe. You expect to see a fighter pilot rain in from the sky.
And the good thing is Attach getting those kills so far pushed up that they can respawn in behind them, help them out.
Game 5, baby.
From the sky, FaZe Clan, they're going to push this to a game 5. And you've got to credit Zuma. I believe it was a 14 kill streak.
Yes.
Priester, I'm going to throw 8 out there. It might have been 7, but regardless, I think the discussion of who gets the MVP may have been heard by the players on stage, and they were like, listen, you're wrong. Zuma's like, give it me now.
I mean, what was it, 13, 14?
13, 14 for Zuma, 7, 8 for Priester. But think that's 2 plays at the same time. That's like a kill feed that's just like 90% red.
A wonderful map 4 from FaZe. There, we look at the final stats. 38-19, minute 26 from Zuma, 27-24, 23-26, and 21-27.
And one thing as well, look at Zuma there, the time on the hill, how I said he was on 10 seconds. He not only gets the 14 kills, he also gets all the time. Beautiful from Tommy.
Well, with that said, FaZe Clan, their win in Ardennes Forest CTF has very well sparked a reverse sweep. A wonderful game for St. Marie du Mont hardpoint from FaZe Clan. A great comeback overall has forced a game 5 here in our losers bracket final. Up next, London Dock Search. It's Championship Sunday, it's Losers Bracket Final, and it's Game 5, Search and Destroy, FaZe Clan versus Luminosity. The winner, of course, books their ticket into today's grand final against Optic Gaming, ready and waiting. But this, Phil, a $40,000 Search and Destroy map.
Just incredible. Just incredible. Another potential reverse sweep here on the cards at playoffs. Luminosity go 2-0 up. FaZe Clan, though, potentially with a reverse sweep over a current champions, of course, CWL Birmingham, LG. Incredible stuff. I will be honest, when it went to CTF and I saw the map, I was like, I think this is a 3-0, Ben. I think, you know, we're casting 2 3-0s today, sadly. But no, we're treated to another Game 5.
Another one.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, right? Good way of ending the Losers Bracket Final. But, I mean, here's how the series went. A 250-234, unbelievably nail-biting ending to London Docks Hardpoint. It was kind of back and forth, but all of a sudden you thought FaZe may come back, but LG just kind of stole that one towards the end. A 6-2 Valk Search, which was just complete and utter domination from LG. Then Ardent Forest CTF, which was the complete opposite. Complete and utter domination from FaZe Clan. Then another very, very close game of Hardpoint. Ultimately, though, the likes of Zuma and Priest, too much to handle towards the end. 250-228 final score leads us to a London Docks Search and Destroy Game 5. And you think FaZe Clan, they fought from losers round 1, Phil. Their backs have been against the wall essentially from the beginning. Another miraculous losers bracket run this year.
Incredible stuff. Obviously, one of our statisticians, JP, was talking about John on London Docks S&D, and it kind of just comes into mind. He basically says, Game 2 against Optic Gaming was the first recorded match where John went positive on London Docks and Luminosity ended up losing. Previously to that, when John go positive on this map, they were 8-0. Keep your eyes on John.
Okay, that's a hell of a stat. John, he kind of does it all sometimes. You see the SMG rushes, you see the snipes. This is, of course, going to be the SMG round, but Zuma with the first blood. Bear that in mind. Instantly put the pressure on LG. FaZe, of course, on the attacking side. This a 3v2. And in kind of these situations, your Game 5 losers finals, when you have these numerical advantages, you simply must close out the rounds.
Yeah, and a Priester with a bomb, he's already got a kill. You've got to start thinking about streaks early. I've got to say, ballsy play from Matthias, just ran straight through the middle there, but I think he's wondering the flank, and it's all down to Cap. It'd be great for FaZe if Priester could pick up this kill, but
as long as Priester at least stays alive, right? That's what you want to see.
Obi
tags him up. Priester has every right to almost take this gunfight. He can push out if he wants to because they have Cap completely pinned, and hopefully Priester, I think they were waiting for Priester to actually take that shot. You saw Attach very reluctant to shoot. Did he find the pick, though? That's the question, judging by maybe that cheeky little smile. No, replays took it away from him. Would have been great if Priester had it. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it is a round win, and Priester stays alive.
Maybe an assist, I think, as well for Priester.
Yeah.
I think he'll have got to have got something on that. But apart from that, clean round for FaZe Clan.
And this actually brings up an interesting point. It was earlier on in the day, FaZe Clan's first blood percentage was unreal. I think, what was it, like 68% of the time they get first blood? Something ridiculous. And that's something which, you know, the likes of John and Octane, the way they play this map is very first blood heavy. And Zumas just ran straight through the middle of the map, looked at a cross, found a first blood, 4v2 FaZe Clan.
Wow! I was at a point when Priester picks up that third kill, I was just going to sit there in silence. That was the stun from Priester, beautiful. The kind of exchange with Zuma was great. He could have picked up 2, but didn't. Priester acts perfectly. Not once, but twice. And I said clean round for round 1. I didn't think it could get much cleaner, but FaZe Clan making London Docks look very, very easy right now. But we're only 2 rounds in, Ben.
Yeah, if you're LG, though, on their next attacking round, they have to play Octane John mid-map. That is the strat which has worked out for them so well. You let Octane get that first pick, John flies through to fire. Of course, we'll wait and see, because before that, we'll have FaZe on the attacking side first and foremost. Do you see the nade? John's one shot, Zuma wants it, but Zuma not going to get it this time.
Unfortunate not to get it, if I'm being completely honest. He was very, very weak there. We've got Priester working towards those streaks. Main thing for him now is just to try and get these streaks.
Does he go for the bomb down or play for the kill? Looks like he's going to play for the kill first. All right, so 2 streaks already.
That's brilliant stuff. You know, this round is definitely... It's not lost this round. A 2v4. He's going to go for the bomb plan. He's actually got replays as well, yeah.
He can streak this now.
Get underground. Go!
RLG using Mountain. RLG using Mountain. Armored. One, we don't know. Two, we don't know. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to assume they're not.
No, they shouldn't be. That's so much intel now. You put this, and you know that the other two are at the right. I mean, what more do you want?
Oh, FaZe.
Replays has the whole cross.
I think
all of it.
I think Priester heard your comment about giving Zuma MVP. He was a little upset with you there, Phil. A 5-0 start from him. Screw it. Artillery the bomb. Why the hell not? The hit markers come through. There's one. Replays finds the pick, and Priester, all you have to do here, pal, is stay alive for 3 seconds, and you've won the round.
You may as well start going for the next set of shoots.
Bravo. Bravo.
Just go round.
Absolute stellar. I'm applauding with you, Phil.
I'm clapping.
Wonderful search and destroy from FaZe. And more importantly, that man right there, Priester, every single decision, perfect.
Beautiful, honestly. And again, it's a player which, I will say again, the flex players, I'm always most impressed by the flex players because it's the versatility that they bring to a squad. I'm sure, you know, all professional players can use an AR and an SMG. Right. No doubt about that. But to use both at such a high level, it's entertaining to say the least. He's 7-0. He's got more kills than his whole team combined. However, John is going to take down Replay Zuma. Answers back to Octane. John, okay, now making a case here. Priester, he's not stopping until Slacked puts him in the ground. Now a 1v2. This is a round you've got to win for LG. Okay. We're going to see that, I think, again.
Jiggle peeks and destroys Zuma's face.
That's 3 for John, right?
That is 3, yeah. And this is what makes John so scary on London Docks, because you never really know what you're going to get. Is it going to be your mid-map rush? Is it going to be A control with a sub? Is it going to be the snipe? You're so worried, because the second you think he's rushing A with a sub, you get sniped. And then the second you think he's sniping and you play passive, he's up close and personal in your face, he's controlling fire, and he's flanked you at A. It's so difficult to deal with, and because of that versatility, it allows LG to win so many rounds for free, essentially.
Most certainly does. Cap off to a slow start at 0-4. John going positive. JP's going to be altering those stats shortly. However, FaZe Clan, I was actually thinking maybe FaZe, with the streaks they have, they alter things, they start going to A. They're just sticking to what's working for them. And I don't blame them right now. Priest is mid-map, and he can't get that bomb down, so he's going to have to back off, but he still has his life.
And what's interesting is you see John actually using an armored class. So no mountain from him. JCap's going to lose that fight to Zuma. So this now, and even Stevens 3v3. John could be in some trouble. Attach shuts him down mid-map, and there's going to be one more. He hears him, he challenges, and that's a double for Attach. Octane there to trade, and now it's Priest in a 1v1 versus Slacked. But to be honest, in current form, I bet my house, I don't even have a house, but if I did have a house, I bet it on Priest winning.
I like where he's planning. I think I know what he's up to here.
This is the clay strat.
The bomb was in a different spot last time. Where is he off to? Where is he off to? He's 8-1. He's backing off.
All he has to do is watch the
for me, it's intel now. He just needs to spot him. He needs to spot a hair on his arm. And run. Oh, no. Okay, take the shot. In fact, yeah. Why run when you're absolutely just shredded?
Zuma with nothing but a smile. Attach a smile. Replays stone-faced as ever. You're not going to get much emotion from him until the end result, of course.
Very true. Very true.
But for Priester, what a way to really solidify yourself as one of the best this year. Your losers final, your game 5, you've had such a big impact in the series as a whole, and then you get to the game 5 and you start things off 9-1. But let's not forget the impact Zuma's had. The first blood king, essentially, for FaZe. 2 already to his name, and Cap, he's going to challenge mid, and Zuma just takes free control.
And he still has that fighter pilot, bear that in mind. So these rounds they're picking up, they're not even using their streaks, they're just still forcing LG to run mountain. Here we go. Can he pick one up? Oh my goodness, this is not good. He finds the first one's actually tucked away. He may have found Slacked with, sorry, not Slacked, it was Octane, but still 4v3.
Importantly, though, the fighter pilot gives FaZe Clan control of the site. That's a fight you want to see Attach win. Doesn't matter, Replay's there to trade. Priest is going to fall. The other thing he expected Cap to be over towards that B side. So now 2v2. Zuma still mid-map watching the cross, and honestly, Cap could be in some trouble. No! Cap wins the fight. Replays. 1v2.
2 big kills for Cap there. His first 2 of the game, and Replays has spotted him. Oh, he spotted both. He has spotted both. With 30 seconds, Replays, you talk about a smart, intelligent player who's done this before, and he plays this clock so beautifully.
Octane versus Replays, battle of the ARs.
Did he see him?
I don't think he did.
If Replays peeks here, he can really... Oh, that... unfortunate.
That's a high-risk play from Octane. You're basically praying that Replays does check. I mean, you said it before, Replays often just kind of plays the clock, right? Plays very passive, waits really till the last possible moment. And, well, Octane read it very well, to his credit. And LG get their second round on the board. And
now streaks are out of the equation.
True, yeah,
so
good point.
This dominating S&D has now turned to a little bit of a shaky one. This is a crucial round. It's a swing round here. LG win it. It is, for me, anyone's game. And I tell you what a way to start it, Ben.
Oh, LG. They're down, but never out, are they? Never out at all. 2 kills already in this round. Replays replies with 1, but the map control that LG have been able to really solidify here might just be too much. Tatch and Replays, of course, trying to make something happen, and Tatch going to get shot in the back, Cap on the flank. Replays saw him, of course, last round in the 1v2. This time he's going to have to do one better in the 1v3. Well, deals with Octane first. That's definitely going to be helpful.
Nice headshot. Slack's in a great position. Bomb's down up top. The problem is right now, I don't know if Slack has a PPSH. He probably does, but it's just the bait and switch he can do now. For Replays, it's just thinking, okay, if Slack's teasing me over here, where's the other guy? And Replay's an intelligent person. He can feel it.
The problem, as you mentioned, though, bomb top mid.
26 seconds.
Neither player of LG on a streak, so Replay's relying really on landing some good shots, but Slack challenges anyway. Says, nope, not today, friend. I'm winning this one. And LG, once again, in good control.
Slack did have the STG. So rightfully, in a position like that, challenge him, take him down. Now only 1 round away from tying this series up. This has been one hell of a roller coaster ride, this search and destroy alone, let alone the series, Ben.
You have to think. Last round was important, right? This round is even more important for me. FaZe need to win it. You cannot allow LG to get this much momentum in a Game 5 search. They are on the attacking side, capped with Expeditionary. Launches out the first stun. John watching the cross with that sniper rifle. And we've seen him hit some phenomenal shots so far. Here at Stage 1 playoffs. Can he do it again? Here in round number 8.
Out will allow him just to get a little bit closer, and again, all information, all intel at this point. 90 seconds now, 60.
Oh, dearie me. Just misses by a very small margin and almost made to pay, but first blood comes in for Zuma. Nice play from Replays. He does find the pick on John. Now Slack, Octane, 2v4. A good start to try and clutch things up. Makes it a 2v3.
Bomb down. Octane's almost anxious of being pushed from behind, and he should be, in all honesty. 35 seconds. Replays, though, has just controlled the A-bomb site. For me, that was such a big pick onto John, which he got down by the A, but actually, that bomb's rotating right to him.
He saw him, and that nade may be enough. The hit marker gives him the information instantly. Watch attach on that minimap. Number 2, how is he going to choose to play it? Is it push into beer, or is it just try and stay alive? Chooses to stay alive. You still have resources over towards the B site, and with 12 seconds left, all you need to do is have someone hide. Just play your life. Just don't die.
Yeah, bob and weave. 5 seconds. I don't think Planner can even get on it. FaZe Clan. Beautiful stuff. I'm going to give a lot of the credit to Replays down by the docks there on that round, but overall, a nice round. Priester sat back at B and just basically twiddled his thumbs, but sometimes that's what you got to do. Great job, guys. Keep it up.
Just waiting for someone to push, and the push never came. FaZe Clan now put themselves at match point. 1 round away from a grand final appearance, where they'll, of course, meet Optic Gaming here at the biggest event of the year. For LG, they need 3 rounds back to back.
Yeah, they really do. And the stat could come through from JP. If John goes down, he wouldn't be positive. However, Luminosity threw a 5-3 lead away against Optic Gaming. And you know what? This bomb is looking like it's going to go down. No streaks available, but Priester, double digit for himself.
4 plants. 4 plants for Priester. Now the pressure's on LG. You have 40 seconds to retake the site. Still waiting for first blood to come through. Attach lingering, waiting so patiently, and he's going to hit the hottest flank of the year. There's 1. There's 2. The assist comes through. He knows the third's there. It doesn't matter. Priester with a double, and just like that, FaZe Clan clutch up in Game 5, and they are heading to today's grand final.
Okay, one round at a time. The reverse sweep comes in for FaZe Clan Luminosity. They were a team. They were the team themselves that reverse swept Red Reserve. Now they feel the other side of that table. FaZe Clan no. Now they're in the grand final.
Yeah, against Optic Gaming.